The free world has practically cut every artery of money between Russia and the rest of the world by imposing financial sanctions. In this video, let's explore how West unplugged Russia financially from the world because of their attack on Ukraine, how Western financial might is crippling Russian oligarchs to force Putin to back off, and at the end, my perspective, how this is going to affect ordinary Russians and us all. Hi, my name is Sunny, and I make content that affect a common man financially. So let's dive into today's topic, Unplugged Russia. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe to it alongside smashing that like button, as that will help me with the YouTube algorithm, which will be highly appreciated. Ever since Russia invaded Ukraine, Western governments have started putting crippling financial sanctions on Russia to pressure Putin to back off. In today's interconnected world, no single country, no matter how strong or mighty it may be, can survive by themselves. That is exactly the reason why Western nations have got practically snapped every artery of money between Russia and rest of the world. Now, for any trade to happen, you need to have banks that enable cross-border money transactions, insurance companies, shipping companies, and many more that facilitate trade and commerce. That is where West had the advantage and the expertise. In last 30 years, Russia has slowly built up reserves of more than $600 billion as their rainy day fund, which were lying in euros and dollars and other foreign currencies in the banks. Now, with sanctions in place, they have lost access to at least half of those reserves, where some experts say close to $1 trillion in Russian assets are being frozen now. When there is a war going on, the last thing a country needs to worry is about money. That is where West is putting immense pressure by cutting access to capital, thus hampering their war with Ukraine. The idea is to limit Russia's ability to do business in dollars, euros, pounds, and yen, along with freezing their assets and, on top of it, denying them access to their financial markets. As a result, there is a free fall in ruble vis-a-vis the US dollar, forcing Russian central bank to increase interest rate overnight to 20%, which is going to have a drastic impact on their economy. Now, some of the experts are warning about at least 20% decline in Russian GDP this quarter. Western democracies are adding on to the existing sanctions almost every day, which is having a compounding effect on Russian economy. Their stock market plunged 45%, the fifth worst drop in history, forcing Bank of Russia to suspend Moscow's benchmark MOEX index. One of the way a central bank protects its rapidly depreciating currency is by intervening in the currency markets, but with these sanctions in place, Russian central bank is denied access to its foreign reserves and monetary liquidity, therefore rendering their currency ruble indefensible. Russian oligarchs are considered very close to power center in Moscow, who have been accused of gaining financially because of their close proximity to Putin. These Russian billionaires control majority of natural resources and banks in Russia, therefore were put on the European and US sanctions list to put additional pressure on Moscow. Such extremely wealthy individuals are widely considered to be invaluable in Putin's Russia, while giving public and financial support for the regime, lead key companies and banks, while in some extreme cases being front to conceal Putin's rumored enormous wealth. They own expensive real estate around the world while traveling in personal planes and huge multi-million dollar yachts. Some of them are now being sanctioned as their yachts are being held subject to investigations, and one of the biggest boat is $650 million home. I know ordinary Russians will face prospects of increased prices and foreign travel restrictions as Western financial sanctions over invasion of Ukraine crashed their currency ruble, forcing people to line up in front of banks to take out their money. The US and Europe together are trying to deprive Russians access to their financial markets, which will have a chilling effect on the Russian economy. As a result, we will also face higher gas prices because of geopolitical uncertainties in the world, as Russia is a major oil and gas exporter. unthinkable a few weeks ago, Europe is now trying to diversify away from Russian dependence of oil and gas. Now, here at home, a $2 gas in Canada and almost $4 a gallon in US will no doubt increase inflation and cost of living for you and me, which is the price in my view we all have to pay for our freedoms and defend the international rule-based order. But that is me, I might be wrong. Do your own due diligence before investing based on your risk tolerance. Now, as a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Please consult one before investing based on your personal financial situation. If you like the content that I make, please help me and my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing to it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.